Okay, let's get started. This is part 2, chapter 13. So remember, Maya was having a party at Mama's house to celebrate her certification, and Al had shown up. Okay. After that party in Mama's backyard, Maya took me to the kennel at the police station on most days. I settled in with Cammie and Gypsy again, and when Maya took me out, we found all sorts of people. There were 2 children who wandered away from their house. I found them beside a little stream, carefully collecting rocks and piling them up on the bank, and a woman who'd fallen off a horse and hurt her leg. Horses seemed about as useless as cats to me. I wondered why everyone just didn't have dogs instead. The day we found the woman in the woods, Maya took me home in the car. But after she changed out of her uniform at home and put some food down for the cats, she called to me again and we walked across the street to Al's house. I could tell Al was nervous again as soon as he opened the door. "Maya, you look fantastic," he stammered. Maya laughed. "Oh, Al, I do not," she said, as if she wasn't sure. "You're just not used to seeing me out of uniform, that's all." Come on in." Al backed up and let us come into the living room. I was pleased to discover that there were no cats here. I quickly sniffed around the room while Al brought Maya a glass of something cold to drink, and they sat on the couches, sometimes talking and sometimes just sitting. There was a funny smell coming from the kitchen. I quickly checked it out. There were all sorts of food scattered around the counter. I could smell bread and lettuce and tomatoes and onions that made my nose sting. But something in the oven did not smell right. I shook my head so that my collar rang, trying to get the smell out of my nose, and backed away into the living room. What do you think it is? What do you think is wrong? "Oh, Ellie, silly dog, what are you doing?" Maya said. Al jumped up. "The chicken!" he gasped, and ran into the kitchen. The smell was much worse when he opened the oven door. Al and Maya ran around opening windows. Maya tried not to laugh until Al started to, and then they both laughed together so much Maya had to sit down at the table until she could breathe again. Then Al brought the food, including the funny-smelling chicken, out to the table where Maya was waiting. "No, Al, it's good," Maya said, chewing. "Really, it is. Can I have some more?" Al stared at her and shook his head. Then he got up and walked over to the phone. "Hello," he said, loud enough so that Maya could hear clearly. "Can I order a large pepperoni with extra cheese? Half an hour? Sounds great." Then he sat down at the table again, and he and Maya laughed some more. Al put some pieces of the chicken on a plate and set them on the floor for me. I sniffed them. They were dry and coated with something black that tastes like smoke. "See, Al, it's not so bad. Ellie likes it," Maya said, giggling. I think she's only being polite, like you." When the pizza came, Al gave me a piece of that, too. It tasted much better than the chicken. So, what do you know happened to the chicken? What do you think? I think it was all burned. It was smoke and burning chicken that she smelled. Okay, so that was a short one. That was the end of chapter 13, so let me post that.